Hey guys, so yeah, man, here to do my pull list for this week, man. The July the 6th, 2016, and yeah, so here's what I'm picking up, y'all. All right, man. So first up, coming out from DC, I got a lot of Rebirth titles this week. So starting out, I got Aquaman #2. Uh, the last Aquaman was pretty good. I'm an Aquaman fan, and I've liked so far where this series is going. I like their spotlight and mirror a little more. I like that even that it's only a couple of issues in, that Black Manta has really kind of been fleshed out as a character. Looking forward to seeing where this is going to go. Then I got Batman #2, and I'm hoping in this issue that they explain to me where this Gotham man and Gotham girl came from, because they were kind of new characters last issue, and just kind of popped in at the end. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing a little more about what's going on with them in this issue. Alright, so next up I got Green Arrow #2, and man, I've been reading Green Arrow for a while. I read it all the way through the New 52, and I really enjoyed Kimono and, everything that was going on in the New 52, and I'm glad that that kind of got carried over in this. I was really surprised by what happened at the end of that last issue. So, yeah, really, really looking forward to this, just about as much as anything from Rebirth this week. So then I got Green Arrow #2. Man, this is really like the perfect Green Lantern story for me. I really, really love Green Lantern, but I love the Red Lantern Corps. My favorite Red Lantern really is probably Bleez. So the fact that Bleez is a featured character in this book is awesome. I really like Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz, and I really like that Hal Jordan's not anywhere to be seen at the moment. So, we'll see where that goes, because if they follow the New 52 at all, then the only two lanterns that should be allowed in the Earth sector are Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz. So, we'll see. Then I'm going to get the Justice League Rebirth #1. So I don't know whether or not this can be a #1, if they're actually going to start out there, or if they're going to do a 0 issue kind of like they did with the other books. This whole Rebirth thing's been really confusing on their #1 numbering. So, we'll see. I'm not really interested in Justice League, so anything that happens here will be a real happy surprise for me. Then I got Superman #2. This was probably my favorite of the Rebirth titles a couple of weeks ago. I really enjoyed Patrick Gleason and Tomasi, getting on the story and everything. I really enjoyed Justin Gray's art and just the whole family dynamic that was going on in that book. And based on the reveal that was at the end of that issue, yeah, I'm crazy excited to see where we're going to go with this issue #2. Then from Vertigo Comics, I only got one book this week, which, I mean, is cool. I got Unfollow. Um, really, really enjoying this book. A lot of things are coming to a head in this book, so I'm going to be really curious to see which sides in this war that are going on are, where this story is going to go in the future. They built a really good framework here, so yeah, just really, really excited to see what's going to happen with this book. Alright, man, so next up, Image Comics, man. Got a couple of books coming out from Image this week. The first book I got coming out is The Fix. You ever wake up in the morning after like a really, really heavy night of drinking and not really remember what you've done? That is kind of how I see The Fix, man. Every issue of this book, just, it's like these people are absolutely clueless, just stumbling around in a world and seeing what's happened. But, I really, really enjoy it. I like Nick Spencer's writing. I really liked it on Slash and Burn, and I'm really enjoying this book so far, man. He writes a really good, just messed up kind of story. Got Nailbiter #22. This is a third part in the Blood for Blood story, which has been pretty good so far. If you're not following Nailbiter, if you haven't read Nailbiter, really enjoy the story. It's by Josh Williamson that's doing The Flash right now. as well as a couple of other books that are fixing to come out. And yeah, man, I just really, he has a really, really good author's view on like serial killers and stuff like that. It just makes for a really good crime story. And yeah, every issue of this is just better and better. I got Roche Limit, Mimetic number 4. This series is about ready to wrap up, and it'll be the third part in the Roche Limit story that's been going on. And I can't wait for this story to get over so I can just sit down and read all 3 trades back to back, which I think will just be amazing. I got the spread number 14. Seems like a while since the spreads come out, but it kind of seems like it's just being spaced out like a month and a half apart each time. I really enjoyed the spread, post-apocalyptic story about this virus that is like an organism, kind of like the blob or something like that, that it's just going around killing people. And this guy Noah, who is trying to protect a girl and protect a baby against it, and just all the people that are out there in the savage lands that are going on. And yeah, man, really enjoy this book from Justin Jordan. I'm going to pick up Throwaways number 1 from Image, which is written by Caitlin Kittredge, that was involved in Coffin Hill, and I love Coffin Hill. This looks like a really good, like, Born Identity type of story going on. So yeah, man, really looking forward to checking this out. Probably my most anticipated book of the week. Alright, man, I got a couple of things coming out from Marvel this week. Nothing real big. I'm not reading Civil War. So I'm getting Kingpin number 1. I'm picking this up for a lot of reasons. A, because Kingpin's one of my favorite villains. Because I like this Scotty Young cover. And because of the fact that Matthew Rosenberg is writing this this side story for Kingpin. And yeah, really enjoy his writing on the books that he's done from Black Mass, 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank, and We Can Never Go Home, and different stuff he's done. So yeah, man, excited for this. Alright, Moon Knight number 4 coming out. This series is getting better, but I can't say still that I'm really enjoying it. I love Greg Smallwood's art, and I love the story that's going on, but I'm just really thinking that maybe Moon Knight isn't a character that I'm really into that much. And then I'm picking up Scarlet Witch. This is a book that every time I get it, I wonder why it is that I'm still picking this story up. But I really like Robinson's story on it, and the art is tolerable. I mean, it has really, really been a good story. But yeah, man, that's about all I got to say. Then from Boom Studios, love me some Boom Studios, man. A couple of books coming out this week. I'm getting Giant Days, number 16, I believe this is. And yeah, Giant Days, for a series that was only supposed to be like a 4 or 6 issue run, has really turned out to be a really, really good series. The art on it's really enjoyable, and it's just a fun read every time that I get it. So this is the first part of the wrap-up series for The Woods, and yeah, man, really crazy love this cover, man. But I'm about ready for The Woods to be over. I dog on The Woods a lot, man, but this is a series that I picked up in single issues, and I've also picked up in trade. I picked up multiple trades on the first 2 trades just to send them out to people because I really, really enjoyed the series. But yeah, I'm about ready for it to wrap up so I can just sit down and read the series beginning to end. Alright, so it just seems like every week that I've got a title coming out from Action Labs Danger Zone, man. They're doing a lot of really, really good books. Puppet Master and Tomboy and Bolts and, other stuff they've got coming out. So I've got Ghoul Scouts number 2 coming out this week. The first issue of this was really, really funny and kind of had a good horror thing going on all at the same time. Reminded me a little bit of like Sabrina or something like that. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed issue 1 and can't wait to read the second issue. So, what would it be, man, if I didn't have a new Black Mass title coming out every week, man? They can put out these new titles all the time, but as far as, like, actually, like, being able to produce a monthly comic, man, they seem like they have a really hard time. So, I got Kim and Kim, which is a intergalactic cowboy besties type thing that these girls are turned into bounty hunters and go around on all kinds of misadventures. And being as it's from Black Mask, I'm sure it'll be really, really interesting, and be curious to see what other people have to think about it. And then last but not least, man, I got Aftershock Comics, man. Really good titles from Aftershock. This week I got Super Zero, number 6. I've really been enjoying Super Zero. It's kind of like a combination of like almost Harley's personality with Starfire's power. I know that's because of the fact that Jimmy Palmiotti is, mixed up in this, so I'm just automatically reading that in. But this has been a really enjoyable series. I mean, most of the Aftershock series. Okay, so I hope you like that. And is there anything that you're picking up that I'm not picking up? I know there were a lot of books coming out this week that I didn't pick up. Flintstones number 1. Mischievous was coming out this week. A couple of other books, Tokyo Ghost. A lot of good titles coming out this week I didn't pick up. But yeah, let me know what you're reading and what I should look into.